I'm addicted. Absolutely one of my favorite games of all time is Elden Ring. We're here today replaying it. My first playthrough was done off-stream blind. Now for the DLC Shadow of the Erd Tree, I've come back to start a fresh playthrough so that you can see how I tackle the base game and make a new character with some familiarity. And then I'll have the blind experience for the DLC content when we get there. Should be a good time. Ability to change build and combat style on the fly has become extremely useful. I could see that. I think we'll be able to be pretty flexible in our combat style, as long as I don't stay married to one weapon. And I do kind of envision this character as a sort of weapons master, somebody who can fight capably with any type of physical weapon, not just giant sword. Although giant sword is our one and only true love, of course. Last time we played, we met E.G. the Carrion Blacksmith on the road to the Carrion Manor here. I do think I do want to do Carrion Manor before some of the other stuff in Liurnia. This sword you're looking at here is the Zweihander. A low strength requirement colossal sword. In Elden Ring. Yeah, let's head up towards Carrion Manor here. Oh yeah, that's right. There's a problem with that. I think we'll incorporate different weapons throughout the playthrough, Hired, but the Zweihander that you're seeing right now should be a mainstay throughout the whole playthrough. Probably into the DLC as well. In the DLC, I may find new weapons that I want to build my character around. Anything could happen from there. Rodents of unusual size, to be sure. Nothing else back here, right? Is there an RPG that punishes you for grave robbing? There's definitely a moment in Divinity Original Sin where if you dig up the wrong grave, you just explode. So maybe that counts? Grave robbery. There we go. It's 98% of most RPGs. That at breaking pots, yeah. So we make it to the front of Curia Manor here. There's a monument of some kind out front. I'd like to read that. Am I allowed to? The resting place of the contemptible cuckoos, lost in the siege of Curia Manor. Cool. Contemptible Cuckoos. I like it. Sounds like a band. It's almost like some kind of crystal specks are falling from the sky. Glintstone petals, almost. Oh, there's one behind me. Kill it with fire. Quickly. Those things are extra weak to fire. Pretty tough to kill if you don't know their weakness, though. Bad. Just my luck. That wasn't too bad. That's great, actually. Let's craft some more fire pots. There's another one. What is it doing? It's like massaging the ground or something. Ten levels per Great Rune. That's right. That's the rule. So yeah, as a reminder, we're doing a level-restricted playthrough. Not a Rune Level 1 playthrough, but My ability to level up and upgrade my weapons, just for my own fun, is limited by the number of great runes that I have. And any item that unlocks a new ending will also help with that, so mending runes and such. Maybe we just leave those ones there. I don't need to kill all of them. I think I gave up on and came back to my first FromSoft game at least 2 times. There's at least 2 separate moments I gave up on Demon Souls and came back to it. Does not open from this side? Yeah. Okay, we'll have to find the way in there then, for sure. I think you can see a few of them clinging to walls if you look up. So you don't get ambushed as much in here. That one's a bit close. Be good, though. Is that the Zweihander? You know it is. See if we can find a site of grace, though. Fought enough giant hands for now. Did I rebind A and Y? Yeah, I swapped them. There's a specter downstairs. Let's see what they say. Lady Rani, we have long awaited you. I pray for your house's swift revival. May the full moon shine upon Karya. Hey there, get back. Oh, what do we have here? The Sorcerer's Manor of Karya Manor here is defended by illusions and magical seals, sort of magical defenses created by sorcerers. That's what we're seeing here. Kind of cool. Have I tried a Dex Faith build? My only Faith build that I tried was Strength Faith. Quite a few enemies. Hey there, John Camp. Loving the Spire and Elden Ring? Well, then you're going to like the streams for the next couple weeks. It's going to be pretty much those two things for the foreseeable future. We'll be doing some Animal Well on Saturday this week. That was our top voted game for June, and I'm obligated to play it. But yeah, otherwise, mostly Spire and Elden Ring. Okay, we definitely didn't find everything back down there, though. I never found that door, which definitely had a treasure chest behind it. Let's take another look at that. But we do have the Site of Grace up here. Actually, I might still be able to jump downward. Let's take a good look around. Can't do that. Let's keep pressing onward, then. Did I hear that DLC for Against the Storm was in the works? Yes. Yeah, I'm excited for that, for sure. Oh, whoops. Okay. Cannot use torrent here. See a big jar down there. You can definitely get down there. Oh yeah, over there. See the cliffs? Starts on those wooden platforms. So we gotta go all the way up and then all the way down. Do I know why there are great swords in Elden Ring, but the sword greatsword is a colossal weapon? It's always been that way. So they've always had long swords or swords, and then there are great swords, which are two-handed swords, of which the claymore is an example. And then a tier above, the really, really big swords were called ultra great swords. In this game, they're called colossal swords. And yes, the great sword was an ultra great sword, and the claymore was a great sword. It's always been this way. I don't know why. No, it doesn't make much sense. I think they should rename their weapon categories. But yeah, the great sword is not a great sword. It's too big to be a great sword. How does the game determine when you can and cannot use torrent? General rules are, you cannot use torrent in a boss arena, and you cannot use torrent at all within what's called a legacy dungeon. And what exactly the game considers to be a legacy dungeon kind of varies, but essentially legacy dungeons are contained within the overworld and operate under slightly different rules. You don't get torrent, and you also don't get restorative. You don't get to restore your flask charges when you kill a group of enemies either. So you have to survive on just how many flask charges you have. Those are the two alterations for being in a legacy dungeon. The game doesn't tell you really when you're in a legacy dungeon. You mostly can tell whether you can use torrent or not. That's about it. And yeah, I'm not trying to do a no torrent playthrough. That'd be a fun challenge. With a capital F-U. No thanks. Run all the way across the lands between. Sounds like a time. Fat rolling only. How do you stagger like that? So to stagger an enemy, you have to deplete their stagger bar. Basically, all attacks deal stagger. The bigger the attack is, the more stagger damage you will deal. There's no visible stagger bar, by the way. It's an invisible meter that you can think of as increasing every time you strike an enemy. The bigger and more powerful your attack, the more stagger you add, so bigger weapons inflict more stagger. Wielding a weapon in two hands inflicts more stagger. Doing a heavy attack is going to be more stagger than a light attack, and you get a lot more stagger from a charged heavy attack. If you're using a weapon category that doesn't have high stagger damage, like a katana, and using an attack type that doesn't inflict much stagger damage, like your R1 attack, then you are not going to be able to break the poise of enemies and get a critical hit. So if you're only R1ing with a katana, you're not going to see criticals like that. But if you mix in heavy attacks and charged attacks, or if you use weapon categories that have high stagger, then you'll see criticals like that all the time. And if your attack is heavy enough, you'll get a crit with just one hit. And you hear that big clang sound. whenever we break the stance of an enemy. Troll Knight's Sword. Great sword embedded with blue glintstone. Weapon of the Trolls in service to the royal family of Caria. Called into service when the queen invoked an oath they swore, the trolls are treated as true knights of Caria and fight arm in arm with their human comrades. Requires intelligence, but it is, yes, a cool-looking greatsword, to be sure. I have 2 of these now, actually. Yeah, sweet looking. There's a lot of very cool intelligence / strength weapons in this game. I think there's just a lot of really cool strength weapons in this game. What weapon type would I recommend starting with for people bad at Souls-likes? I think straight swords are very good. Longsword or Claymore. They have versatile movesets, they can deal with multiple enemies pretty well, and they've got pretty good base damage. So you really can't go wrong with you can't really go wrong with just a sword. And then the size of the sword is going to be up to your preference. Maces are also pretty effective. They don't have a very complex moveset. You just try to hit the enemy with them using your one variety of strike. But they do high poise damage, so you can stun enemies by repeatedly bashing them with a mace. So those would be probably my main 2 recommendations. They don't have too much complexity to them. The longsword and claymore are nice and versatile. The mace is just powerful, and bludgeoning is a good damage type in general. Whereas there's certain enemy types you won't be able to use the sword against, like skeletons or rock people. And yeah, highly recommend using a shield if you're new to Souls-likes. In general, shields are very good at keeping you alive. Pro tip, explore with your shield raised. Just have it up as a default. And then if something unexpectedly strikes you from the front, you're pretty good. You can definitely come to over-rely on the shield. Absolutely. But they're very helpful for getting started. Definitely. Shields are a very good defensive tool and very powerful. Whoa, I'm glad you missed. Didn't even know you were there. Yeah, absolutely. As a single player game, or primarily single player game, absolutely just play how you want. Play in whatever way makes fun to you, and whatever way is fun and or interesting to you. Don't worry about the rest. Oh, here's the drop down place, and I'm not ready for the boss with only 2 flasks, so let's try going down. Oh, that's spooky though. Gigantor joining the illustrious list of channel cuties. Hold on, I'm not going to do this while I'm standing on a ledge, because I feel like I might accidentally input something. Let's jump to our death, and then I'll put you on the list. How's that? Let me see some waffles in chat for a new cutie Twitch chat. All hail the new cutie. All right, this looks safe enough. Oops. Guess they're fighting us. There's jar enemies here. There should be some kind of jar-related item, too. It's not it. It looks promising. Purple. Aha, the cracked pot. Means we can craft one more firebomb now. That one's over here. More big jars. Scattered. Make it onto the wall there. See a purple item. Looks like you might be able to get onto that roof too. I see a way down in there. Let's mark that on the beacon to remind me to go over there. Rickon 80 with 68 months. Precious item ahead detected. Ash of War Carrion Grandeur. What does the game say about this? Carrion Royal Prestige embodied in a skill. Transform blade into a magical greatsword. That's pretty cool. Charnin with the prime sub. And 22 months. Prime finger. Oh no. Anything but that. Okay. I think we're down where we've been before now. Let's see if we can find that, jumping off the wall bit. I don't think I noticed this before. Whoop. Wait. Does open from this side. I think this is where you find a particularly cool item. Magic the Gathering weapon. Yeah, the Sword of Night and Flame. One of the legendary armaments, the storied sword and treasure of Caria Manor. Astrologers who preceded the sorcerers established themselves in mountaintops that nearly touched the sky and considered the fire giants their neighbors. This sword can cast Night Comet, which is pretty dang strong. It's got high int and faith requirements. So if you're a mixed caster type, this sword is really cool. Definitely not our jam, but definitely a cool item. Okay, and now we can go deeper, I suppose. Yeah, it takes lots of stats. Very true. Okay. Going up. Sushi Smoker, thanks for the Prime sub and the 20 months. No. Not allowed to follow me in here, right? I don't think so. Get a ghostly conjured spirit of Royal Knight Loretta. Note how she's kind of like a phantom image. This is not the real body of Loretta. the tail end of that hit me. Rude. Oh, and sniped. Good fight. Good fight. Actually, let me see here. Do I need Radagon Scar Seal? I don't think I do, right? What if we swap that out for the Spelldrake Talisman, so I take less magic damage, not more? Maybe I can live the arrow then. That was my bad. I don't like running for my runes. It's sort of a boss fight. Spend these. Oh, the chair. The chair save. All hail the chair. GG. Loretta's Great Bow and Loretta's Slam. Nice abilities there. I always like that in Souls games when you defeat a boss like that, you get to have their powers. You get to do their special move or have their weapon. Has death count not been updating? Let me just double check that that's running. Oh yeah, I think it's not. That would explain a bit. One sec. It's a big astrolabe. Arya Manor here, nestled at the foot of Mount Gelmir, must have been an amazing place from which to observe the stars. The Kyrian family made lots of stargazing observations. It is from the study of the stars that the glintstone sorceries were ultimately created. These stone astrolabes are used throughout the lands between as a sort of marker for the stars, a way to gaze at them. This is, as far as I know, the biggest one there is. The big astrolabe. Could transform and upgrade at least 4 cards with that thing. That's right. All right, let's see. What can I use these runes on that I'm legally allowed to do? Leveling up is not on the menu here. Yes, usually astrolabes also give you starlight shards. You don't seem to have any of that. You don't have any equipment to sell me, right? No. My current rune and weapon levels are, we're at rune level 20 with max of +6 on the weapons. So this is a +6 Zweihander. Max out on those. Guess I don't need any of the rest of this stuff. I don't really want to buy ballista bolts, surely. Bought all the rune arcs. Could buy more bones, but I really want to. Oh well. So, upon traveling through Karya Manor, we're granted access to the 3 sisters. You can mark. There's 3 towers. I'll mark all of them. 3 towers located upon the plateau at the top of Liurnia here. Seem low level? Yeah, we are on purpose, just to keep it challenging for me. I'm restricting my ability to level up. The Rena's Rise. Blocked shut for now. Anything interesting around here? Chilling Mist. That's a cool Ash of War. I hear a dragon. Beetle, I can hear it. Here it is. It's just a flask one. How often did I beat this game? I've beaten this game twice before. And as for a build I'd like to try, you're looking at it. Pure physical damage investment with strength and dexterity so that I can use a wide variety of weapons. Is kind of the name here. The goal. Peek around. What is this? No, just a dead end. Blaumutz, thanks so much for the Prime sub. Welcome to the Cozy Sub Club. Hope people are enjoying the Elden Ring. I know I am. is also blocked shut. Seleucus's rise. Not as much. Okay. Practically impossible. So you can actually kill the dragon here? Is that's what you're saying? It's actually possible. Yes, this dragon is a bit of a coward. Perhaps one of the most asked questions in Elden Ring. Hey, where did that dragon go? Mess with you later. Really want to fight Adula right now? We have everything to lose and nothing to gain from that. Make sure I rest here. I definitely missed a couple of important dialogues in my first playthrough of Elden Ring by activating Sites of Grace, but then not resting at them. Because certain Sites of Grace have dialogue options for certain characters. And if you just activate and never rest at them, you'll never see that dialogue, and may not be able to proceed with certain quests. In fact, this character right here has a quest line that requires that you rest at certain Sites of Grace. I definitely messed that up on my first playthrough. Ranni. So we didn't really get a proper introduction to Ranni before. We met her at the church at the very beginning. What's that called? The Church of Ella, where Calais is. We met her, but we refused to answer her questions. I didn't want her spirit calling bell. Now we meet her again. A woman in the form of a doll, of twin faces, one spirit, one doll mask. Again, this is not her original form.
Oh, again we cross paths. I believe I said my name was Rena when last we met. It pleaseth me to see Torrent hale and hearty,
what she introduced herself as.
but tarnished. What business hast thou here? I have no memory of inking thee an invitation.
I'm here for no particular reason. Do they explain why she has a ghost face? I think it's because it's a visual representation of Ranni's sort of split soul possessing the doll, I think. It's because she is sort of like a magical soul or spirit that is inside a otherwise inanimate object. We're just kind of getting a visual for that.
No reason in particular thou claimest. Intriguing. Then mayhaps fate hath steered thee to this reunion. Wilt thou enter into my service? I am the witch Ranni. I stole death long ago, and search now for the dark path, that I might one day upend the whole of it, and rid the world of all that came before.
Rid the world of all that came before.
Has that roused thy interest?
I will serve Ranni the Witch. Are you allowed to discuss base game content that I haven't reached yet? Yes. Yeah, you can discuss content and specifically the lore and background of the world that we haven't encountered yet. That's all open and free to be discussed.
I see. A choice well made. Thou art a rare sword. Not many would have accepted the offer, but I require as much of those under my command. I anticipate good work from thee. Good. Then I ask we proceed with haste. There is, in my service, a half-wolven warrior by the name of Blythe. I would have thee join him in searching for the hidden treasure of Nokron. the Eternal City. I have called for Blythe to greet thee below. Take from him the particulars. Ah, and there wilt thou find Egi, my war counselor, and Salavis, preceptor in the sorcerous arts also. Heed not their peculiarities. Feel secure in gaining from them what advantage thou canst. I am sure the others will be doing just the same. Speak with thou needst not indulge them unduly, but they too wish to appraise thy worth. It hath been a passing long time since a newcomer entered my service after all.
Lied. How much game completion am I going for? Most of it. I won't do every boss and every dungeon in the game, but I will do all of the major areas. I'll collect all the great runes. We're not going to do all of it before I go to the DLC, though. I do want to leave some of the base game for after DLC. So Egi is here. In astrally projected form.
Oh, so you were the one. Lady Rani has explained everything. Again, I am Egi, the Karian royal family's dedicated blacksmith and Lady Rani's war counselor. I'm told that you are searching for Nokron with Blythe. I will give you whatever guidance I can, and pray for your success. My apologies for the misleading words of warning. I never imagined that an audience, let alone service to Lady Rani, was in your fate. I, for one, should have seen it, but I did not. Do forgive me, my fellow. Let us give all that we can of ourselves, together, for Lady Rani.
I do already know how to get to the DLC. Yeah. I also know the basic level scaling mechanic that the DLC uses.
Let us give all that we can of ourselves, together, for Lady Rani.
That's about all I know, though. Hey, Infidel Zombie, are deaths good or bad? They are bad, but they are part of the process, and there will be many, many of them. Hey there, Blythe.
Long time, friend. Blythe. Have you forgotten? Glad to have you in the service of Mistress Rani. Well, getting right to business. I'm still in Limgrave. The eternal city of Nokron lies somewhere at the bottom of this land. I'm planning to go below through the well in the Mistwood. See if I can't find the road to Nokron from there. I'm going below through the... See if I can't. Don't keep me waiting, eh?
We have to go below. We'll be catching up with Blythe pretty soon.
I see. You must be Rani's new hireling. Yes, I've heard all about you. I am Salavis, preceptor in the sorcerer's
Preceptor.
arts. I don't know what it is the mistress sees in a provincial tarnished like you, but since we have the misfortune of serving the same lady, I ask that you kindly try not to drag us all down with you. I reside in another tower close by. Come and pay me a visit. Should you wish to be of actual service to Mistress Rani. If it were up to me, I wouldn't waste my time on the likes of you. But who am I to stand against the wishes of my lady? I reside... Come and pay... Should you... If it were...
Wait, can't leave yet. Horses allowed in here? Interesting. And then... The War Council was convened. We speak to Ronnie again. I don't think we need to. Anything I'm excited for / anticipating in the DLC? Just having a new landscape to explore that I'm not familiar with is going to be super exciting. I'm also looking forward to maybe some new weapon types. I heard there was like a kung fu weapon. With the strength dex build, we should be able to use that and at least give it a try. I also heard there was over 100 new weapons, so there should be lots of stuff to try. Medieval nunchucks with morning stars at both ends? Yeah, I would love a dire flail. Give me the dire flail. Is there fall damage in this game? Yes. You have to fall a pretty big distance, more than the height of a castle wall, before you take damage, but damage from falling ramps up pretty quick, and a sufficiently high fall will just instantly kill you.
Well, you took me at my word. Did you not realize I was merely being polite?
Oh.
You provincials never cease to amaze.
I like your space hat, though.
I suppose you're here now. Perhaps I'll give you something to do. I'd like you to find a woman called Nefeli to administer a potion.
I know Nefeli.
Even you can do that much, can't you?
Probably.
Good, good. Now I shall hand over the potion in question.
Saluvis's potion.
Find Nefeli and ensure she drinks it. I expect glad tidings, and soon.
I'm sure there's nothing nefarious about this at all. Also, what's in your study here? Yes, Benoade. Sometimes there are what we call you might call a kill box, which is where the game places an invisible mid-air zone that will kill the player if they pass through it to indicate a lethal fall or an off-limit area. Ah, the Black Wolf Mask. We get Blythe's face. What does it say about this? Relic of an assassin who assumed the guise of Ranni the Witch's loyal shadow. The likeness is striking. Yeah, Killbox will also work if you go up into it for any reason. So yeah, if you die before you hit the ground, that's what happened. I believe there's also a rule in this game, like in all Souls-likes, if you somehow fall for more than 10 seconds continuously, the game will just kill you. Because it assumes you've fallen through the game world and you're being reset. But there can be other ways to trigger that you might not want. Big sword. So I think there's some more stuff up here. Take a peek around. Over here. So up there is Mount Gelmir. Oh, you can even see the very peaks of the volcano fortress peeking over the top of the ledge there. You can't really get a good view at all, but you can see that it's there. It's pretty cool. Why are there bodies all over the ground that contain loot? Pretty common thing in the Souls games in general. Just kind of the state of the world. You're usually exploring a dying or decaying world littered with mindless husks of things that used to be vibrant people, but have faded into not that at all. Oh, that's a thing. Frozen armament. Enchant your armament with ice. That's kind of cool. You skeletons. Will I be using magic-y Ashes of War? Probably not. Most of them scale with intelligence anyway, so they're not really worthwhile using. But some are options. I'm not restricted from using them, I just don't really plan on it. Okay, there's a bunch of stuff over here. Haven't been over here either. Let's mark this. Looks like there should be some stuff around. Everjail. What else? Looks like a passage. I don't plan on administering Seluvis's potion to anyone. I think we're going to give it to Gideon. I haven't decided if I'm going to collect all of the seedbed curses for Dung Eater or not. Doing so would give me a level cap up, which is kind of appealing. But I don't like that guy, so I don't know. I don't really want to. Okay, well that's a bit much, don't you think? These are very hard to fight in melee only. Ah. Long recovery animation on that. Not bad. Am I allowing myself to use weapons that apply bleed? Yes. Yeah, statuses are allowed, although I won't be leveling Arcane, so I won't be able to really benefit from status weapons. Why playing New Game? Because it's fun. Fun game. Oh no! Ah! Wanted a good look, not that good. Gravity wins again. Okay, there's no Spirit Spring Wells. That's what I saw. A little too fast. Gotta follow the speed limit. Oh, hey, that's the Grand Lift over there. Okay, noted. There is a cliff. Do not fall off the cliff. How do I get down there? Oh, I see there's a scarab too. Okay, definitely want to get down there. Let's try over here. Oh, also a reminder, your horse has a double jump, but you can't do the video game thing where you double jump to reset your falling distance for fall damage. That doesn't work in this game. An eye out for caves, too. Secrets around. There are effects in Elden Ring that limit fall damage, but none of those will allow you to survive a fall that would be lethal from full health. If you fall more than 15 meters, you are going to die. Not sure where your path is. Big one. Oh, that's where you get Hoarfrost Stomp. This definitely got nerfed not that long after release. Was very, very strong initially. Still is a very good Ash of War. Sending out a shockwave of frostbite inflicting damage forward. Very good. Very good Ash of War. Oh yeah, you can cross from here. Down over there. Okay, well, and there was a way down as well. Up there. Looks like there might be a crossing point here, too. Did I fully explore this? Maybe I didn't. Okay, let's grab the Plate of Grace that's around here. I think there's a merchant here, too, so we can maybe spend some of these runes. Yes, indeed. These aren't a merchant. These are miners. Here's the merchants. Well, no, you don't.
What do you need? I don't want any trouble.
Rune arcs are good. Bone great arrows and ballista bolts. Sure, whatever. Shields are not a thing. Okay, cool.
All done? Well, be on your way then.
There it is. Elm Church. Church, yes, I was going to say, also probably has a sacred tier. Those are good. Take a moment to rest and upgrade our flask. I also... Now, where were we? I believe... Check out just a little bit more over here. Ooh, more root resin. That's good stuff. Okay, climb up this rock we have here. Absolutely nothing. Okay, that is a sheer impassable cliff. For sure. Oops. Oh yeah, the Everjail. We should do that. That's what that structure was. The Royal Grave Everjail. I'm not familiar with this one. It's one of these guys. Onyx Lords can be pretty tough, but with a greatsword class weapon, they can be very easily staggered, so they're no problem for us. We can just do big combo attacks with the greatsword. No prob. One of the glintstone sorceries that manipulates gravitational forces. Summons a void that emits a rain of small meteorites. Hold to continue the effect. This sorcery originates from the Onyx Lords, who had skin of stone, and were called lords in reverential fear of their destructive power. Ooh, I like that. Called lords in reverential fear of their destructive power. I think that's a good theme in this game. Thy strength befits a lord. Before us is the Grand Lift of Rold. This is the intended way for you to get up to the Altus Plateau, where the capital, Leyndell, resides. We don't have the right. We don't have the right. Oh, we don't have the right. We don't have the right, however. So we're not allowed to use the Grand Lift until we find both halves of the the Grand Lift of Dectus. Dectus Medallion. Doesn't seem like there's a way down there, right? That Red Wolf is kind of a mini-boss. I don't know if that one respawns or not. I don't think I have any reason to actually kill it, so I don't think I'm going to bother. There's going to be more Red Wolves to kill. I don't think I can navigate this. Okay. So that feels satisfactorily explored to me. I suppose we should start exploring the middle part of Liurnia. Or we could do the other side first. That could be kind of fun. Do the sides and then the middle. Although the middle is where we're going to find our improvement to our stats, the Great Rune. So maybe we should do the middle first. If you ever forget where the second half of the medallion is, simply check the first half of the medallion. It tells you. The right half is said to reside in Fort Feroth in the Dragon Barrow, far to the east. Somewhere here-ish. What do you sell?
Ah, no.
Yeah, more stuff I don't care about? Alright. Why is it there? I don't know. To force you to go into Caelid. No one wants to be in Caelid. Is the DLC as long as the base game? I've heard that it's more than half the length of the base game. It's quite substantial in size, so we can expect a ton of content. Tons. I think there's a couple Royal Revenants around here. I definitely don't want to mess with those. The regular Revenants are fine. The Royal variant is nasty. Freezing Grease. That's kind of exciting. Wait, what does that require? Okay, I can make tons of this stuff. That's very cool. Status effect Grease isn't very effective on the Greatsword. We'd rather use that on a fast attacking weapon like a dagger. But breaking out the dagger, I think, would be worth it. There's a teleporter there. That goes deeper into Liurnia. Definitely just gonna grab the items here, and ooh, that's important. crowds are such a pain. At least having a big sword makes it a bit easier. The heck am I? Okay, we're on these little islands. Yeah, there's a couple NPCs we want to find here in Liurnia. Rhea and Bogart. I'm not 100% sure where those two are, but I'm hoping we'll stumble upon them in a thorough exploration of Liurnia. Like I said, I'm least familiar with this part of the overworld, so I do actually want to spend the most time figuring out what's here. Dialos and hopefully Patches are somewhere around here too. I've already been here. I'm not rushing directly towards the DLC. No, I'm taking my time, having fun with this character concept. And giving everybody a place to enjoy Elden Ring content that isn't just DLC focused. Because I figure, you know, there's literally hundreds of other channels doing the exact same thing, so why not be at least a little bit different? Plus, this is what I want to do anyway. So, ultimately, I'm streaming this entirely because... Oh, speaking of...
Hello? Please. Over here.
I'm streaming this because it would consume my private life otherwise. Okay, stop having a tantrum. Thank you. Puddle Jumper, thanks for the Prime sub in 7 months of support.
Hello.
Hello.
It's rather chilly here, isn't it?
Nice
My
posture.
mistress sent me off on an errand, but I was accosted by a ruffian. And now I'm in a bind. Could I ask you lend a hand? Perhaps. That thug made off with a precious necklace. I need someone to retrieve it. Only, he too is tarnished. If you've any qualms confronting your own, I shall find another.
How's it going, Suge? Glad to hear the Spire vids have been a help.
Oh, thank you dearly. What a blessing that we've met like this. The thug should be resting at an abandoned home down the way. Please, I must have the necklace back.
Wait, did you say where it was?
Should be resting at an abandoned
home down the way.
Please.
That would be the Prawn Man, maybe. This is not my first playthrough, but it will be, of course, my first playthrough of the DLC content when we get there. Go west, young man. Yeah, we should get the map, though. This will be a lot easier if I have it. Yeah, let's go north, then. It's a lobster. These are best not fought, but I'm gonna try here. Are they better or worse on horseback? I think they're pretty nasty on horseback. They're more dangerous from afar because they have a long-range bit attack that is very fast. There's a lot more of them, too. I'm not going to fight them all, so I'm not crazy. Yeah, that. Ow. God. Run. Map acquired. Now we have the beautiful full map of Liurnia here. Wonderful. That looks like the shack we're supposed to go to. We went to the village of the Albinorix already. I'm not sure if we came here, though. Dialos is here, eh? Okay, we'll look around a bit. Let's rest. There are ashes of war work on this thing. There he is.
No, Lanya.
Oh no.
It's me, Dialos. Answer me, would you? Hello, friend. Tell me if you know, would you? The whereabouts of the hidden house of those despicable fiends. The recusants who hunt their fellow tarnished. They laid hands upon my servant Lanya, and I refused to let the insult stand. The tale of House Hoslo is told in blood. I, Dialos, swear to deliver the message.
All right.
They laid hands upon my servant. The tale of House...
Okay. He swears an oath just like the other guy. Wonder if his will go better than Edgar's. Oh, I like that question, Invector. I appreciate you putting a little spoilery tag on that for people, too. Okay, lots of stuff around there, but let's head back in the direction of the shack. Smells good. What's up?
What are you looking at? You trying to start something, mate?
Give me the necklace, I guess? Give me the necklace.
Ah, that necklace what you're after, is it? Well, show me what it's worth to you, and I'll consider parting ways with it. I'm not in love with it or nothing. You're a shrewd one, Chief. First, you hand me the runes. And don't try nothing, neither.
Runes I can do. Yeah, just 1,000, no problem. Necklace stolen from Rhea by the Blackguard. Features a relief of a dignified-looking woman from a foreign country. It appears to hold significance for Rhea. Drew loves you. Thanks for the Prime sub in the 11 months.
All right. Take it. Thing's no damn use to anyone anyway. Your bloody idea, mate. Don't come crying to me later. Oh, piss off. What is it now? Oh, I see. You want some of me prawn? Freshly cooked it is. All right then. It's yours. If you can meet me price. I could be persuaded to sell you some other bits too. If you've got the runes.
So, here we can purchase boiled prawn. Boost physical damage duration... Physical damage negation for a certain duration. Can someone remind me of the magnitude and duration of this buff? I think this is actually a pretty good consumable that we can buy in unlimited supply here. Making use of prawn could definitely make our playthrough a bit easier for boss fights, I'm sure. $15 for a minute. Okay, yeah, that's quite good. I'll take 100. I do believe there is a better consumable you can get. Like the boiled crab or something. But we'll take 100 of these for now, so I don't have to worry about ever running out. I can use all these runes.
Oh. So you met the girl, did you? All right, well, sod the particulars of the matter. But it ain't my fault she's stupid enough to get duped, is it? Anyway, she ain't all right, that one.
No, she is
Lucky
not.
she ain't died on the bloody roadside, I reckon. You're tarnished too, ain't you? Can you see it then? The guidance of grace, I mean. I can't see it at all no more. Makes no bloody sense anyway. Why some no-name shithead like me should get called to the lands between. Cruel bloody joke, you ask me. Maybe something went tits-up with it. Maybe it's been broke for a good long time. The earth tree, I'm saying.
Okay, so crab is the better version for 20% for 60 seconds. We'll eventually be able to buy those later in the quest line,
Never
I
met
think.
someone with a taste for prawn I couldn't trust. We'd make good mates, I reckon. I'll be seeing you.
Since they're so easy to get, I plan on using the prawn a lot. Here. Oh, here it is. Let's see what that looks like. So we get a white sort of shieldy aura. Cool. Let's go back to Rhea. Oh, there's a Deathbird here. Well, hello, Deathbird. These are so awkward. Oh no. Hey, there's a site of grace up there. Cool. We'll use that as the reference point. Now, there's a couple things I can do to improve my matchup against a Deathbird. Okay. No, it's over there. Oh, hey, it's Patches. Perfect.
Oh, well. It's been a long while. It's me, Patches the Untethered.
The Untethered.
I'm still in business, if you can believe it. Now I'm my only supplier, so I haven't got much. But everything here is top-notch. Patches Emporium, now open in Raya Lucaria.
Speaking of...
By the way, have you met that girl, Raya? She's a strange one, but I believe she was in need of help. Not that it's any of my business, but if she rings your bell, why not lend her an ear?
What else you gotta say?
You're making your way to the Erd Tree, no? Well, I heard something that might help. A special means of reaching
Oh, right,
your
he tips you to this.
destination. Have you ever seen an Iron Virgin? The clunky contraptions are whirlwinds of sickles and spiked wheels. But long ago, they were endowed with a spell of transposition. And get this, a surviving virgin sits at the bottom of the big water wheel in the Academy of Raya Lucaria. Its transpositional powers fully intact. So right, if you get caught in it on purpose, it'll chuck you out straight at the base of the Erd Tree. Or so I'm told.
Or so he's told. So he tells us about a Iron Virgin. These are big mechanical enemies that have, they're like a Iron Maiden with scythe blades attached and wheels. These were used to abduct people to the Volcano Manor. Apparently all of them used to have transportation magic. There's still one that works, he says, at the very bottom of the Great Water Wheel in Raya Lucaria.
Oh yeah. Great story, isn't it? There's a surviving Iron Van...
Okay. What do you have for sale? Sells fan daggers. We're going to be buying a lot of these. These seem pretty good for our build here. A set of 5 throwing knives bundled together. Knives fan out when thrown. Yeah. Patches will definitely be our main supplier of fan daggers. I'm almost tempted to kill him now so that I can get his bell bearing and lock that in permanently, because he'll move around a bit.
For that.
But I don't think that's necessary. I think I'd like to follow Patch's questline because I've never seen it. Let's see. What else helps against a Deathbird? Is Patches in Demon Souls? Yep, he sure is. So I'll take more health. I would also like to use a rune arc here. Since we now have a bunch, we've got Godric's Great Rune equipped. That's going to give us +5. So all of our stats, as you can see on the right here, all of our stats have 5 more than they used to. And that makes us quite a bit tougher and more capable at, well, everything, really. Including faith stuff. So we'll have a bit of faith scaling on these pots here. Wait, I have thingy, don't I? Yes, temporary boost faith. That's pretty good. Okay, let's try that. Could also apply an Ashivore, right? Could make a Sacred Zweihander. That's going to be better. What does this even do? Oh, that's right. And then we buff the sword, too. Yeah, that'll make this a lot easier, too. Okay, till night. For some reason, I want the pastime to be the bottom option, not the top option. Yeah. Enemy felled. Get a red feathered branch sword. What is that? Raise attack power when health is low. Oh, it's the red tearstone ring. Yeah, I definitely never found that the first time I played this. Cool. Just throw urns at it. That easy.
The thug should be resting at ease. Oh, yes. That is my missing necklace. Thank you kindly. I am in your debt. Did I forget to announce myself? I am Raya, in the service of Lady Tanith of the Volcano Manor. I seek stalwart tarnished, who might join our house. You are very brave yourself. Not only a steady hand, but a steady heart. Merciless, even to your own kind. Such strength is precisely what my mistress seeks. Please, take this.
Volcano Manor
Brave
Invitation.
tarnished. Seek the Altus Plateau, the realm of the Erd Tree. Most tarnished are doomed to wander the outskirts of the lands between, peering wistfully at the towering Erd Tree. But you are no ordinary tarnished. And once that is proven, the Volcano Manor will fully extend its invitation to fight amongst a family of champions. Oh, this land of Liurnia is connected to the Altus Plateau by the Grand Lift of Dectus, beyond the High Road. But the lift has been defunct for an age, meaning there's no simple means of passage. Instead, you must seek the old ruins in the cliff. At the base of the valley, near the Grand Lift, there's an old tunnel. It was excavated from both ends, linking Liurnia to the Altus Plateau. I have faith in you. A champion through and through. I do hope that we can meet again.
Cool that she tells you about a path to bypass the Grand Lift.
Seek the old... At the base of the... It was... I have faith in... I do hope...
Very cool. I did find that without her help the first time, but it's neat that there's, like many things, there's someone somewhere who will give you a hint about it, even if it's not necessarily reliable. Over there, too. Yeah, the other way up to Altus. There's actually quite a few ways to get up there. One of the things I really like about this, so they really did open world well, because there's multiple routes to most significant things. There's multiple options for how you can get to and explore places. You can take the lift, the cave she mentioned, the Abductor Virgin, and I think you can also take the long way underground through the Eternal City. We have not yet fought Radon. It's going to be a while yet. Fire pots. Can't craft though. Ah. Roll 2 though. Kill it. That's right, we've been to Redmane Castle, but the festival was not active. That's exactly right. Put the loot there. Should something back here. See a rune bear up on the ledge. I'm not gonna mess with that. Ooh, thank you. And yeah, for those little squirt things, the poison puffballs, they are themselves vulnerable to being poisoned. And if you poison them, they'll explode, causing a chain reaction. You can do this to the big ones, too. It's pretty funny. I need to make my weapon not holy anymore. Some Albanoryx resting here. I guess I won't kill them. What do we got here? Oh, the Dexterity Knot Crystal Tier. Perfect. Perfect. That is one of the things that I super duper wanted. Although currently I don't have a lot of dexterity scaling, huh? Back to stamina recovery speed. Been through this area. Been up there. So let's go here next. That should be the Church of the Rose. Oh, there's Crystallians here. Whoa, what? What is this? I've never been over here. I need the bonk stick immediately. Chase me. If I find an upgraded weapon, yes, Grizzly Griffin, I can use it. The +8 weapons you get from quest lines, I can use those even if I'm not at the threshold for those yet. I just can't upgrade them further until I get the requirements. Just tell your friend I don't want any. But are they guarding anything? Actually, that's something I didn't talk about earlier. We talked about a longsword or claymore being a pretty good beginner weapon. You pair that with a shield. If you're willing to use your shield as a weapon, which you can do by two-handing it, that can solve your weakness to enemies that are requiring blunt weapons without requiring you to have an actual secondary weapon. It's pretty cool. That's a fun challenge run I haven't done in a Souls game that I think could be really fun. Shield only. You are only allowed to attack by bashing your enemy with a shield. Or using shields with weapon arts. There is a flamethrower shield. That could be pretty fun. And the one that's also an artillery cannon. The orcs come here to the Church of the Rose. The Blood Sanguine Noble, I think they're called. How did that not hit you? Nomadic Warrior's Cookbook. You can make cursed blood pots, which I've never made. There's a whole oh, I heard there was new weapon categories in the DLC. That's exciting. Shield that you attack with. Kind of flabbergasted to hear that, actually, because this game already has so many weapon categories. How's it going, Mountain Sir? Thanks for the Prime sub. Even really need that. There was nothing else in that church, huh? Yeah, appreciate you not spoiling any of it. I look forward to finding them and being astounded at what I find. Given the scope and scale of the game and the DLC, I'm expecting some Dark Souls 2 DLC level weapon cooking from FromSoft here. If anyone played the DLCs for Dark Souls 2, you'll know what I mean. Hello. We already talked to this one. Let's double check, though. Ah, the poor fellow gone perfectly mad. That's right. The frenzied flame melts it all away. He's talking about Edgar. Dear old Edgar. Wonder which weapon I'm thinking of? All of them. The crazy kung fu weapon, the twin blade that's also a sorcerer's catalyst, the gigantic chicken wing hammer that has a strength requirement of like 70. Just the extreme in every regard was weapon crafting for that DLCs. Hello. I want it. Oh, that's where you find Ice Rind. That's right. We are allowed to use this thing. This is a very good weapon. Hatch it with a frost-coated blade. One of several gifts given by Castle's Soul in the distant north. Known as Freezing Fog, the blade is thought to be a dragon's scale. Inflicts a powerful frost effect. Inflicts frost bleed up. It's an axe that scales really well with dexterity. And is a Somber Stone upgrade, which means you can get it very highly upgraded very quickly. So that's good stuff. I don't plan on using it. It's an option. I don't think I've been over to this one. No, I have not. Scarabs all over the place. Kind of cool here. I wonder if these are meant to somehow play a role in the dragon fight. What? Here you go. There's a dragon here. Magic fire. Glad that it's not one-shot me. It's definitely a kind of an unpleasant experience trying to fight these dragons if you can spend 10 minutes, you know, evading their hits and whittling them down, and then you get one shot when they're about 20% health. It feels bad. Run. Fire was gonna double tap me. That was pretty close. Terrible. Definitely living on the grace of the Great Rune here. Is Torrent okay? No, but we can fix that. Classic dragon problem. They leave their own, like, boss arena, they teleport back to where they are. Thankfully, their health does not reset when this happens. I can't imagine. Yeah, I don't love how the dragons are implemented. So, notably, you don't actually need to fight that dragon. You can just run by and grab the stuff that's here. Which notably includes... There's a dead sorcerer here. The Academy Glintstone Key. Key to the seals binding both gates to the Academy of Raya Lucaria. Activates warp magic bound within the seals. A glintstone key will remember its user, meaning once used it can never be passed on to another. The Academy does not welcome the indolent. Indolent? Not sure. Unable to acquire every kukri. This would exceed the maximum able to be held in inventory and storage. I've never seen this message. That's kind of funny. I want every kukri. It's fine. Guess we'll have to throw a few at stuff. Here. You. Die. There's more! Oh, well. What else we got around here? I've not been over here. Have I? I don't think so. Oh. don't know what's in here. Should probably rest, actually. Would like my flasks back. Seems nice. Yeah, let's go this way. Those could do damage, by the way. Ow. Cave at the base of the western cliff of Raya Lucaria. Oh, there's a cave around here. Appreciate the redirect. Ah, here we are. I don't have enough stone sword keys? What? It's never happened before in my life. I'm embarrassed.
Hello again.
Cheese has one. Me all of these, two. Thank you.
Cheers for that.
Yeah, never once in my entirety of playing this game have I ever run out of those, so I'm kind of surprised. It seems like they're so easy to find, usually. I guess I've just been exploring in a way where that's not the case. Some of these require two as well. Yeah, we have two, though. Skip a rest site to get a key. That's right. The Academy Crystal Cave. Built beneath Raya Lucaria. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a key in here. Crystal cave moss, kind of cool. Crystalline formations. These are all glintstone again. Material used by the sorcerers of Raya Lucaria to form their slaves and crowns. Lots of sorcerers down here. Now all dead. Cuckoo. a way down, but also this. Oh. Oh no. And the sorcerers are scary. He's got a big hammer. Terrifying. Very good. And a fog gate. I think I had all these kukri, but not every kukri. Could not get every kukri. Oh crap. Enemy felled.